Live from Gahanna Lincoln High School's TV studio, this is Lincoln Live. With Audrey Paquette and Reagan Reitz. You're watching Lincoln Live.
Good morning, Lincoln. I'm Reagan Reitz.
And I'm Audrey Paquette.
Mr. Lowry isn't here today, so we're doing the show on our own. I think we can handle it.
Yeah, I think so too. Since we are live now and we have a full show ahead of us.
And it's also Friday, so the weekend is coming up. But before the weekend, a big event that could impact your schedule for next year is happening today.
That is certainly right. The AP Fair is taking place today during all lunch periods.
Here's Emily Marzetz to give us a quick preview about the AP Fair.
We're having an AP Fair today in the gym during all the lunch periods. If you're interested in taking AP classes next year, you can come out and see what classes you can have.
Thanks, Emily. There are a wide variety of classes offered. One special type of class are the CCP classes. But what do students think of them? We caught up with Carly Franklin with more details on the classes and what students may need to know.
I took all of the CCP classes that are offered through the high school, and I really recommend CCP Comp. My teacher made it really easy to ask questions, and she was always there when you needed her. I really recommend CCP classes because it gives you not only college credits, but also gives you high school credits.
Thanks, Carly. Since scheduling for next year is happening right now, some of your classes might require applications because they are selective courses. For example, some of those classes are Student Council, SWAG, and many more. So if you'd like to be involved in those classes, those forms are due a week from today. Here's Ms. Monning with more information.
This is just a reminder that your course requests are due next Friday, January 21st. Selective course applications are also due at this time. If you're having trouble finding the applications, you can check with the respective teacher, check your grade level Google Classroom, or stop at the school counseling office and scan the QR code. If you have any questions about scheduling, please make an appointment to see your school counselor, send an email, or ask your question next week during your English classes when we meet with each student to check course requests.
Thanks, Mrs. Monning. Ever wanted to relax after school and not have to worry about anything? Well, the Chinese Honor Society is hosting a movie night after school for people to come and enjoy. The movie is Shang-Chi. Here's Mrs. Mabry with more information.
你好，1月14号星期五，Chinese Honor Society 要带大家一起看一个电影，时间是下午3点到4点，地址在教室 L207，欢迎你来加入我们。
Thanks, that sounds like fun. March for Our Lives, a club here at our school that is student-led anti-violence activism group, is having their first meeting this school year. Here's senior Lily Feltner with more information.
March for Our Lives is going to be starting back up for second semester. We're starting strong. We're going to be meeting in Miss Physico's room, H169, right after school. We're planning to do a big brainstorm event for new events for the rest of the year. We're going to be looking at new positions, hopefully having a little bit of fun. And we hope to see you there.
Thanks, Lily. The boys basketball team is looking to bounce back after their loss against Pick Central. The boys have been working hard in practice to improve and get ready to take on Pick North tonight at home. We caught up with basketball player Dylan Scott on what they have been working on to improve.
We had a lot of things to fix, but I think the biggest thing is just taking care of the ball. When we have so many great guards and they're all seniors and experienced, I think they're going to bounce back incredibly well. They have something to prove, so they're going to take care of the rock. And we're a team that we like to run and gun, and it's going to help us play fast and get up and down the court, which is what we do so well.
Good luck tonight, boys. Speaking of sports, some students here at Lincoln have an interesting history with the athletic program.
That's right. Our Jillian Sanders got to find out more about that history and how exactly it relates to current students.
Here's Jillian.
A select few students have a rich history with the athletic program here at Lincoln, and that's the fact that one of their parents were inducted into the Athletic Hall of Fame.
Knowing my dad is in the Hall of Fame is pretty cool. I mean, not a lot of people get to say that. I kind of find a sense of pride in that, knowing that it's in the family, and that's pretty cool.
Definitely pushes me, knowing that my mom is such a great athlete. I kind of want to reflect that. And it's also nice kind of having a role model to look up to, not only in my life, but as an athlete. I'm really proud of everything that she's accomplished in her career.
I think that is very cool because he has history at our high school, and his school going to the same high school where he's in the Hall of Fame at.
Making their mark is something some of them strive to accomplish, but they have their own opinions on maybe one day being in the Hall of Fame.
I just think it's nice knowing that I can look up to someone who does something like that, and I can definitely strive to follow in his footsteps, but it definitely doesn't stress me out at all.
I think it would be cool being in the Hall of Fame because my name would be like engraved in like the school's history.
Their last names are not only put up in the halls for all to see, but the fact that the popular last name draws attention from the older generations.
All the time I get people who come up to me and say, oh, my dad coached them, I know your dad, and I'm often referred to as Little Whitaker or some way of my last name which has to do with my dad, so that's definitely not uncommon.
A lot of old substitutes and old teachers and old people. I always just know my dad.
One of the biggest questions they get asked is if they are following in the footsteps of their parents in such ways as sports.
I used to play football, I quit, and I never got the chance to play track because I fell in love with lacrosse before I got the chance to run track.
I did play football and I also ran track, but it just wasn't my thing. I was way more passionate about baseball and wanted to pursue baseball.
As kids, my sisters and I, we all kind of played a lot of different sports, and we all played softball and basketball like my mom did. And so I think I just kind of stuck with soccer and basketball.
I definitely wanted to run track, but I always liked soccer more, and that also runs in the family. My mom, my sister, they both played soccer, and that was just kind of my favorite thing. It always has been, so I went more of that path.
As these athletes continue on their own athletic career, they will always remember the impact their parents had on Lincoln. This is Jillian Sanders for Lincoln Live.
Thanks, Jill. The wrestling team is giving their opponents a rude awakening.
That is certainly true. The Lions defeated New Albany 66-8 and were quite literally slamming the Eagles to the mat.
Scoring for the Lions by pin were CJ Ally, Devin Reed, and Chandler Block.
Earning points by regular decision were Cruz Wooten and Jay Pearson.
Javon Lewis and Jaden Lewis also earned points for the Lions for medical disqualifications.
The team will wrestle again on Saturday at the Licking Heights Invitational, so good luck.
Before we say goodbye, we'd like to wish the chess team good luck on their tournament this weekend.
Well, that's all we have today for you, Lincoln. And it seems like we did make it through a whole show without Mr. Lowry.
Yep, we sure did. Well, Lincoln, enjoy your long weekend, and we will see you on Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.